A Suitable Boy is a novel written by Vikram Seth set in post-partition India from 1951 to 1952. One of the many characters in the book is 19-year-old Lata Mehra. The title of the book comes from Lata's mother, who wants her to marry a quote-unquote suitable boy from a good family. A Suitable Boy is notorious for being one of the longest books published in the English language in a single volume at a whopping 1,349 pages. It was well received by critics when it was first published in 1993, and I actually loved the book. I read it 2 years ago when I was working at a dead end cashier job, and every time someone saw me reading the book behind the counter, they were like, "What the heck are you reading?" Anyways, A Suitable Boy was recently adapted to a BBC One miniseries that started airing on July 26th, 2020. So fine, right? But no. Here's where the controversy begins. Netflix is currently facing a boycott for the kissing scene in A Suitable Boy. So, what happened? The novel A Suitable Boy centers on four families, but one of the main plot lines concerns the love life of Lata Mehra, the plucky, independent 19-year-old university student studying English literature. First, she's approached by a fellow university student, Kabir Durrani, and she falls in love with him. They begin to bond. Fine, right? Two college sweethearts falling in love. There's just one problem. She's Hindu and he's Muslim. She realizes they could never get married because her family would never allow her to marry a Muslim, and she's pretty distraught over it. When her meetings with Kabir are discovered, her family reacts pretty badly to the news. Her mom's reaction was the funniest though, because it's literally exactly the way my mom would react if she found out I was dating a Muslim. "What's his name?" "Kabir," said Lata, growing pale. "Kabir what?" Lata stood still and didn't answer. A tear rolled down her cheek. Mrs. Rupa Mehra was in no mood for sympathy. What were all these ridiculous tears? She caught hold of Lata's ear and twisted it. Lata gasped. "He has a name, doesn't he? What is he? Kabir Lal, Kabir Mehra, or what? Are you waiting for the tea to get cold, or have you forgotten?" Lata closed her eyes. "Kabir Durrani," she said, and waited for the house to come tumbling down. The three deadly syllables had their effect. Mrs. Rupa Mehra clutched at her heart, opened her mouth in silent horror, looked unseeingly around the room, and sat down. One last faint possibility struck Mrs. Rupa Mehra. "Is he a Parsi?" she asked weakly, almost pleadingly. The thought was odious, but not so calamitously horrifying. "A Muslim," said Mrs. Rupa Mehra, more to herself now than to anyone else. "What did I do in my past life that I have brought this upon my beloved daughter?" Lata tries to run away with Kabir, but he doesn't want to elope with her. And the sad thing is, Lata and Kabir never end up together. Lata acknowledges that they can never be together because of her family's pressure, and she basically settles for this guy named Haresh, who her mom decides is suitable for her. Lata marries Haresh basically because she realizes she can't marry the man she really loves, Kabir. The conflict in Lata's story arc centers around what she wants to do and what her family wants for her. In the end, she sacrifices her own love to be with a guy who is more suitable for her. I liked Lata's character because it felt really accurate. It showed the constraints of society's pressure on Indian women, and I could relate to her. And then the BBC adaptation came out and people got mad about it. Part 2, The Temple Kiss. On Sunday, hashtag Boycott Netflix was trending on Twitter in India, according to local media reports. The same day, Narottam Mishra, the Minister of Home Affairs in the government of Madhya Pradesh state, said on Twitter that he had asked the police to examine this controversial content. The BJP is literally on Netflix's case now for featuring a scene where Lata and Kabir kiss in a temple. Now, I don't remember a kissing scene in the book. I'm pretty sure there wasn't one, but I don't understand why everyone's getting so mad about it. The pain point of this scandal is that the two are kissing inside a temple. Kissing scenes were filmed inside a temple of Lord Maheshwar, a historic town located on the banks of Narmada in Madhya Pradesh, have hurt the sentiments of Hindus. This is also encouraging love jihad. I don't understand why they filmed the kiss scene inside a temple specifically, but I would have to assume that it was meant to show juxtaposition, again, between what Lata wants and what her family, on a larger scale, society wants for her. It was probably meant to be symbolic between what she wants and what she knows she can't have. If you're getting offended by this, you're probably missing the point that Lata knows her love for Kabir is forbidden, and the fact that they're kissing inside a temple shows this. Also, the sentiment that it's love jihad, aka a theory that Muslim men entice Hindu women into conversion under the pretext of marriage, is complete nonsense and proves to me that the people saying that didn't even read the book, or at least didn't understand what happened in it. Lata falls in love with Kabir, she isn't enticed into it, and she doesn't get together with him anyways because she knows her family won't allow it. It isn't love jihad because she literally doesn't end up with Kabir because she knows her Hindu family won't accept it. And now they're threatening legal action, and Netflix and other streaming services might soon receive the same restrictions as other media outlets get in India, and I think that's ridiculous. I'm not saying I necessarily support the temple kiss, but it was done for a reason, to show Lata's conflict. And the people calling it encouraging love jihad are blowing it out of proportion. Plus, if you boycott Netflix, what are you gonna watch? Seriously, tell me. Thanks for watching and go read the book. Peace out.